Yo, what's going on YouTube? I was scrolling on YouTube recently and I saw this video. It's called ABA's Worst Designed Character by Bit. So I watched a little bit of it. It actually seems like a very good video. Like usually ABA videos are pretty fucking trash. It's just gameplay or whatever. But this video actually seems very well made. And I'm not even gonna lie. He said Mob is the worst character in the game. Now, wow, I will say Mob is one of the worst characters in the game. That dude, but Mob was a terrorist on release, bro. Mob was literally a terrorist on release. But I mean, we'll see how what this guy's reasoning for saying Mob is the worst.
ABA has a grand total of 173 playable characters, not
Okay.
including the randoms. Now, if we were to
This is
assume
loud.
that you, as the viewer watching, are an experienced player with at least one prestige on their account,
Me.
I bring forth
I have
one
5.
question. In your opinion, who is the worst character overall in the game?
In my opinion, the worst character overall in the game. Let's think about this for a second. I would have to say, I would probably say someone like Dingy, bro. Like, when was the last time you seen a Dingy in his second mode, bro? Like, maybe he's good for pubs or something, bro. But in ranked, bro, Dingy really falls off. Like, let's keep it a buck, bro. Even if you full combo them. So like, here's the thing with Dingy. Even if you use all your skills that give you blood, you still don't get your second awakening for whatever reason. And if you even pop your second awakening, it stuns you without iframes, leading to you basically getting one combo in any situation ever. If I see a Dingy do that little stupid ting, nigga, I'm immediately beat. Boom, 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 putting a pause on that boy. Come on, bro. Everyone knows that. And I feel like even Dingy's mode isn't even that scary, bro. Like, his second mode, I feel like his second mode is literally better than his base, like his normal mode. Like, his normal mode is kinda ass, but
This
we'll
includes
see.
every public server game mode, the character's moves, combos, damage,
We'll see.
ranked liability, awakening, and all.
I mean, Dingy is a big ranked
choices?
liability, bro.
Well, if you chose Super Dummy, Shisui, or Zenitsu, well, I can't say you're wrong.
Those are actually okay, but you can't call prestige characters like they're meant to be trash, bro. Like they're meant to be they're meant to be trash,
It is
bro.
your opinion. But what I will say is I disagree with those characters.
Okay.
Because to me, what truly makes the worst character in the game to me is no fun, poor moves.
No fun. Dingy's not fun, bro. Dingy would be. He has a fun move set, and I feel like he would be fun if whatchamacallit. I feel like he would be fun if you could get to a second mode like faster. Like if you hit all of the skills that give you blood, especially like that chainsaw skill, like if you hit it on 2 people and then like you hit the fucking not the nutcracker but the fucking slice, dude, that should definitely give you your second mode, bro. Like let's keep it a bug, but it just doesn't. So it just makes Dingy so
No
ass.
damage, bad awakening, terrible gimmick.
His awakening
and
is
lack of
trash.
status.
His
I'm
gimmick is
talking
trash,
about
bro.
Mob.
Mob
Now,
is pretty
before the
trash too,
five
though,
diehard
bro.
Mob fans
I'll be
raise their
honest.
pitchforks, hear me out. There are a lot of things going against Mob that made me build the opinion that Mob is, well, horrible.
Another trash character is Rika, bro. Rika literally gets punished for using her 3. Or I don't know if it's her 3, but the umbrella shit. Even if you hit that shit, you still get in like that character's just I mean, you have the evasive. You can play pretty fucking annoying with Rika. Her awakening is it's alright. It's nothing crazy, but dude, Rika is a pretty trash character too, bro.
So to make things concise on why I believe
keep it a
so,
buck.
let's break Mob down into 3 chapters.
Okay.
Why I think this way, evidence, and what I do to fix them.
Okay.
Let's get into it. To understand why I have such an opinion, we need to look at the aforementioned characters, more specifically Super Dummy and Zenitsu.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if you can compare real characters to prestige characters, but let's see what you got
Makes
to say.
these 2 bad characters are their lack of attack, gimmicky playstyles, and more importantly, lack of combos. Now, of course, there
Yeah,
are
they got
characters
no
that don't
combos,
really
bro.
need combos to get damage, but those characters usually have the moves to make up for that.
Yeah,
In these two's
annoying
case,
ass
however,
Piccolo.
one can't even do 2 M1 strings in a combo reliably, and the other one only has a singular option. These 2 heavily incentivize the user into playing defensively, because if you don't, you're going to get overpowered by the multitude of characters with either better or more
Yeah.
moves that actually, do damage. But is
Yeah,
damage
you're right,
really
bro.
that important? I mean, it ultimately depends on the character you're playing. You can have low damage with decent combos.
Also, the thing about Mob is his second awakening. Dingy's second awakening is definitely better, but The thing about mobs is you can pop it whenever you want, bro. You can definitely pop it whenever you want. I I don't know. Is Mob Second Awakening better than Dingy's? Nah, Dingy's is Second Awakening. They're both nerfed. They're both nerfed, but
or no combos for extremely high damage. But in Mobs' case, a lack of combos paired with low damage is not something you'd want. Super Dummy and
true.
Zenitsu
Dingy has
perfectly
pretty good
reflect
combos.
this. You get a down slam or a move that requires damage and a second bar to become useful, and Lord forbid they just iframe it. But
Facts.
think of it this way. The less combos you have, the more time you spend in neutral, meaning there is
Facts.
that many more chances that one stray hit is all it takes to either suffer some pretty major damage
Facts.
or straight up die. With all that to set the basis, we can fully move on to Mob. Mob doesn't have any combos. I've tried
None.
multiple times. In fact, I tried for a whole 5 minutes on an ult with
And if he
infinite health
does, you
that
probably
are
gotta do
seeing
some
on
super
screen.
try
You
hard
cannot
shit.
extend with this in a normal
Come on, bro.
situation. Mob's only high damaging move in base has a massive hitbox followed by a tiny grab hitbox that forces you to back away if you miss. Because if you try to salvage what little combo you had going, yikes.
Yeah.
You have an average damage block bypass, which, I mean, damage is damage, and quite possibly
Damage
the
is
worst
damage.
proactive iframe in the game. Now, unlike, say, Row IS or Sand Defense, Shield has a rather short duration, making tanking attacks not a very viable option. The second problem with Shield is that it may as well hold you in place because what are you even
True.
evading with it? What are you evading or nullifying with this? Not even
I mean,
Madara Susano slows you down.
Ooh,
Now,
but
you
that's
think this
moderate.
makes
That's
Mob a
moderate though. That's
defensive
moderate.
character. And while you're correct on that, that does not necessarily make Mob a good defensive character.
Ooh,
Mob
okay.
has the setup of a defensive character, but with a horrid iframe move, a massive but
Facts.
sometimes unreliable barrage, trash,
Hey.
and a poking move.
Hey, that little slap shit needs to be deleted out the game, bro. That skill is so trash, bro.
Mob's defensive nature is honestly akin to All Might in its base form. You're playing defense, but with the mindset of straight up self-defense. Your enemy ain't playing games, they want your head on a silver platter.
Facts.
It's fight or flight, and your option may as well be flight, because how many characters is Mob high diffing at the very least in this game? Practically zero.
None.
But like all good things,
Dude,
awakenings
if you play
exist.
Mob,
So
dude,
sure,
you gotta try so hard to win on Mob, bro. And I think that's why people think Mob is good, bro. Because if you're going against a Mob, you already know how they're gonna play, bro. They're gonna play like a straight up TOS, TOS term, bro. I can't say it, but you know what they're
Mob's
gonna play like.
Awakening can salvage this excuse for a moveset, right? Well, yes and no.
And also, the thing about Mob, dude, oh my God, look at how fast his second mode is getting drained. Hold on, wait.
Like most other
Look at how
awakenings,
fast
the
that shit
awakening
is getting
simply
drained,
enhances his
bro.
moves. You go from mostly trash to slightly better pain grab, ranged repel, grab but still bad, and the best deflector in the game. Now on paper, Mob's awakening is fine. As I said, his awakening simply enhances your moves.
Yeah.
I just hope that his awakening doesn't have some really obnoxious gimmick.
Yeah.
So let's look at it from an objective standpoint. Mob can awaken at a stupidly low amount of bar. The
Yeah.
drawback is that he has the fastest awakening drain in the game, and
That
loses
shit is terrible,
all his
bro.
bar on death.
Yeah, and then you can't
Which
awaken
is
anymore.
fair, but at the same time, I'd rather this not be a gimmick to begin with. Look at Akoira real quick. 2 bars. Feel
Look at who?
that this not be a gimmick to begin with. Look at Akoira real quick.
Akoira? Hey man, it's Okiora, however you say it. But I know you just butchered that shit. I probably butchered it too, bro. But holy shit, I've
2
never
bars.
heard anyone
Fill
say
the
that
second
shit.
bar up by using his first awakening. On what planet could Mob not have been the same?
Facts.
I'm fine if he were to lose his second bar on death, but this is garbage.
Yeah, but draining
Not
it
even
too
Bar
is
Ichigo
crazy.
lose all that
Okay,
bar
maybe
on
this
death.
guy does
So
have
why
a
is
point.
Mob the only one with this gimmick? Just because you're unique doesn't mean you're special, bud. This
Ooh,
awakening
cooked
pretty
his
much
ass.
forces you into 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, you're on lives and you're on your last life and are about to die. Or
There
scenario
we go.
2, save your awakening until you're full, pop it, then rush the closest person to you and pray to God you grab them or anything really.
Or they don't
But
block.
let's say if the stars do align on that one in blue moon chance you are blessed with, you are given an awakening
You can't run.
that walks.
Yeah, that shit
Also,
trash.
it's really powerful.
Nah, I mean it's trash because you can't run.
Mob's mystery percent, or rage as I'll call it, is very good.
Okay.
Probably one of the few or only awakening in the game that can start a combo from across the map. Your Q dash straight up teleports you to your enemy. You have an instant high damage evasive. Grab is finally worth landing.
Yeah.
And Misaka's magnetism, but a tad bit better.
Yeah.
This awakening is the only saving grace Mob has. So it'd be a shame if you weren't able to access it twice after using it, let alone if you died in your normal awakening,
Facts.
right? What moron actually designed this?
Ooh.
So, for whatever reason, Mob is the only character in the game to have a one-time use awakening for both of his.
Okay, but it's low key like one of the best. I mean, you can't run. That kind of makes it trash, but I mean, it's kind of the best, kind of extremely good. I mean, in ranks, bro, you pop that mode and you basically you wipe out the other team. You don't need to use it twice, bro. Like I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
Innings. If you die during rage or
And if you if you pop mode, on Mob's Awakening, you're obviously doing something right, and you don't need to use that shit twice anyway. And if you're trying to do it for pubs, why are you playing pubs, bro? Let's keep it a
out
buck.
of mode, you lose your ability to use either awakening. Period. Same goes for if you activate your mini awakening and die. You
Facts.
lose the ability to awaken. Period. Imagine if you were using Might Guy, but after using Night Guy, die or lose all your bar, you can't use any of the gates anymore. Like, I'm sorry.
Hey, that's how it should be, though.
This is a good idea.
Hey, that's how it should be, though. No,
You
yeah.
can create an entire character war, yet underdevelop a character so badly that you had to nerf
Okay, it wasn't underdeveloped. That character was insanely good when it came out, Mob.
the other and buff the former just so it was actually balanced. I don't even remember.
No. Mob was so
who won,
crazy
but if
when he
Mob was
first
the
came
winner,
out.
I'd legitimately not be surprised because 8 times out of 10, numbers are far superior to skill.
No. Mob was so
Mob
crazy.
is literally the only character to still have work in progress in its description. I don't care if the devs simply forgot
Trash.
that there are literally ancient characters getting better attention than Mob has in the past. Let me see here. So a change that's been long overdue. And a change that collapsing blue does not suffer. Wait, wasn't Gojo released not too long after Mob?
Hey, Gojo. I hate Gojo.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
So both have an AoE.
Gojo didn't even need a rework either, by the way.
Close range.
Fuck
move.
out of here.
Both
Gojo
have a
before
beatdown
was so
with
cool, bro.
surprisingly big hitboxes. Both have a ranged grab move, and both have some form of iframe move.
Oh shit!
You're
Wait, he's
telling
on to
me
something.
He put the best anime MC out there on Mob, yet put infinitely more effort and time into reworking Gojo?
Oh shit! Wait, he's on your ass, AB. I ain't gonna lie.
Moving on from that.
I ain't gonna lie.
dive into
He's on
some
your
hardcore
ass. He's on your
evidence.
ass. He's on your
I
ass.
decided to give Mob a spin in public servers. I
Okay.
was not gonna do ranks because if this character is in super dummy molly-whopping territory, then hang the jacket up. It's time to be a con man.
Yeah, I don't know
needed a
about playing
decent
rank.
enough
Maybe
sample
rank
size
2s,
to
bro.
Make sure I was able to highlight all the problems with Mob. So I didn't settle for 5 matches. No, I settled for 15.
Oh hell no, boy.
A typical match takes around 5 minutes, so 5 matches alone is at least 20 to 25 minutes, depending on King of the Hill.
All right, let's see.
Now throw 15 into the mix.
Do you mind, bro? Damn, bro. Stupid ass fucking helicopter. Alright, let's see, bro.
And we get an entire hour and 15 minutes of Mob usage.
Hey, hour of 15 of Mob in public matches is literally a punishment, by the way.
Now, of the 15 matches I am counting, only in these rounds was I able to achieve range.
What's
Before
range?
someone argues,
Do you mean
only
mode?
In these rounds was I able to achieve range. And before
Oh,
someone
rage.
argues,
Yeah,
well,
mode.
Not every character is meant for public service. Mob was literally built for an entire game-wide event where you were encouraged to use either Tatsumaki or Mob in public service, and Mob was the winner.
Because Mob used to be busted, bro.
Changes and realize that Mob was mainly getting a few balance tweaks and fixes, and Tatsumaki was getting nerfs. Even after the event had long ended. It's even funnier looking at the wiki comments after the event because they ultimately share the same opinion I have for Mob.
Who comments on the ABA wiki, bro? What? What type of NPC ass behavior? What?
Trash, buff Mob, or Mob sucks. You would legitimately find more than valid criticisms for his state of suffering, and that's saying something. It takes a lot to lose to a character that has so much going against them. And remember the 15 matches I mentioned? Guess how many mobs there were excluding myself? There was 4, believe it or not.
Hey, how many dingies was there?
Albeit these guys pretty much used them purely for the fun aspect, and ultimately we share the same opinion for Mob.
Dingy is trash.
It's impressive how you can shoehorn such an unnecessary gimmick
Hey,
onto
look
a
at
grab
Ogun.
while
Hey, look at my
immediately
goat
working an
Ogun.
old
Hell
character
yeah.
into a better version of him. I guess the JJK honeymoon phase is stronger than the best anime MC out there. But what if we could fix Mob's moves?
Why does he keep
What
saying
would
that?
there be to
Mob is not the
fix?
best anime.
Well, everyone's
Okay, maybe it's
opinion
because
is
it's on the
different,
description.
so
I'll give
I'll
him a
simply
pass.
give mine and you can give yours in the comments. First, let's start with his base. Slap Barrage should have its hitbox size decreased, but increase the size of the grab. I always thought Slap
Okay, that's a crazy big hitbox, but
Barrage's hitbox was overtuned, but
I mean, dude, you literally just gotta walk towards him, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The issue with that skill is that it doesn't do, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't think it does a lot of damage, and it also doesn't combo extend. Like,
portion being this
it's pretty
small
fucking
feels like some
trash.
inside joke. Grab should down slam the opponent towards you.
No, hell fucking no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
The typical
Hell
distance
no.
throws them, but just have it aim them your direction.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
You can do that?
Dude, did you play Mob on release, bro? Hell fucking no.
None of this stupidity.
Hell no.
And lastly, change shield's noise so it's less obvious when it's about to end and give it a little bit more speed. If Madara is allowed to have a full speed iframe, at least let Mob walk a bit faster.
Dude, it's just an iframe though, bro. Like, you use it when, like, use it against skills like Gay Bulge or, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, it's not meant to be like.
As for his awakening, either remove his ability to awaken early because it makes no stat difference to him, or have it that if he awakens before at least 75% of his bar, he loses all of it on death and it drains quicker. On top of that, remove...
Just slow the drain, bro. Or just remove the drain. Nah, slow the drain because he can awaken at any time with that shit. Slow that shit. That's fast, bro. That is fast. But I will say if you remove the fucking, what is he trying to say? Okay, look, if you get to 75% of your mode and then you pop your second awakening, which is kind of good, bro, you can definitely get 25, that other 25%, and that's an instant win, bro. Instant win, bro. I'm not trying to, no, fuck that shit. Hell no.
On death and it drains quicker. On top of that, remove
just slow the drain.
Fast drain. Give him
no, just slow
bar,
it.
Fill the second bar up and he's allowed to use rage, then have it take away his normal bar in the process.
Or yeah, just give him a second bar like
Finally,
everyone else.
Remove that stupid one awakening per match.
Don't remove that shit.
If Might Guy, Ichigo, Gon, Datara, and Poochie with Maiden Heaven are allowed
don't
to
remove
awaken
that shit.
multiple times per match, why is Mob not allowed to?
You only need
Those
one
are my
awakening
balance
per match,
suggestions.
bro. It is
Definitely, I'm
like
just
it is.
one person, and I'm sure a lot of you have far more in-depth balance suggestions for Mob. So do share them, just as long as it ain't make slap extend, make grab extend, make repel extend. Woo! But otherwise, this is my descent into badness after using Mob. My verdict: my mental state is never recovering after those public server
Yeah,
matches.
I don't know why you ever played that shit. That shit's a genuine punishment. But all right, let me join the NBA real fast. Let me actually look at the characters. Let's actually see who the worst character in this fucking game is. Mob, he's down there. He is down there. I'll be honest. He had a pretty good prime. Okay, what was I saying? Dingy. Where is his trash ass at? Fucking Dingy. Where the fuck are you at, little bro? Dingy. All right. Let's see about Dingy. So, okay, let me see. So, I think I said, let's see if they changed that shit. Where if you hit Bloodbath, boom, and then you hit this shit, and then you pop your Ripper. Yeah, you don't get that shit. So, it's like, what the fuck is the point? Like I don't get it. Wait, does that shit one combo or something? Like, I'm confused. Okay, let me turn on my cooldown. Let's see. So you hit their ass with the M1, 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 M1 Nutcracker. M1, up till Severance. Boom. I mean, it does alright damage. Alright, his second mode, this shit is busted as hell, I ain't gonna lie. That grab is pretty good. That shit damn near fucking teleports. Yeah, that shit is OP. Shark, that used to combo extend, used to be better. Does this combo extend? I think it does. Hey, what the fuck is this upfling dummy doing, bro? Oh yeah, it does combo extend. I don't think this combo extends though. I don't fucking know about this. Nah, but what makes Mob trash is that second awakening shit. I ain't gonna lie. But you can't compare the nigga to prestige characters. They're supposed to be trash. And let's see. Now let's pop this nigga's mode. Oh fuck. Doesn't he like switch your character if you kill him too? What are his guard breaks? I never hit this skill ever, by the way. This skill's terrible. Hug. If they're moving, you can dodge that skill. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Let's look at some other characters that are pretty fucking trash in this game. Who else did I say? Rika? Oh, let me show y'all this Rika shit. Where else is it at? Todoroki's not trash. He needs a rework though. Pretty old ass character. Same with like Bakugo, maybe. I feel like Bakugo needs a rework. But other than that, My Hero, oh maybe Endeavor. These are all pretty old characters. Let's see. Who's the trashiest character in this game? Maybe it is Mob, bro. I'm not counting prestige characters. Aki's pretty trash. He used to be goated. That nigga's kind of ass now. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, these Chainsaw Man characters are kind of ass. Power low-key carries this roster, bro. Let's see who else. Yeah, Rika. Where the fuck is she at? Look at this shit. You literally get in lag for hitting your skill, bro. Like, let me show you this shit. Where the fuck is it at? Which one is it? Avalanche Strike? Yeah, it's this one. Look. Why the fuck am I standing still for? Maybe they nerfed that shit because it used to be worse, I think. But yeah, bro. Let me know who y'all think the worst ABA character is, and then maybe I should do a video on the best ABA character. Hey, let me know if y'all want to see that shit, and I can actually make a video on the best ABA character, bro. But just let me know, man.